my usual morning scene. Sorry, done that earlier. This is Handel's Messiah. I know that my Redeemer liveth. I've sung it. I'm a sort of baritone voice. Good morning, dearest one. Good morning. Yes. It's just gone 3 a.m. actually, so there we are. I'm quite often up. It's full moon today, Sunday, the 5th of July. And still no news of you. I'm rather showering you with my films and letters and everything. Windy here today. Quite a blustery wind outside. I just have my normal little routine. It's not all that impressive. My gift is this in the way I speak. And I speak as a Christian of my love of God through Christ. My longing is to be put to God's service much more fully. I seem to have been waiting, and nothing ever seems to happen until this COVID-19 thing kicked in now, 3 months ago, this world pandemic thing. The reason we are in this earth, us human beings, is to love God through Christ. Now, I know this. I've had plenty of opportunity to mull over it, dwell on it, contemplate it, pray about it over the last 30 years of my personal tragic family life. I play this, it was my son Robert Francis's birthday, would have been. He would have been nearly your age, for heaven's sake. He'd be 28 this year, now, November the 12th. And that has completely transformed my life, the broken marriage with that, etc. God has given me this wonderful rock-solid faith, and then all I long to do is to put it to His service. That is me, that is what I am. And I believe in His time, in His way, I shall be put to His service. Now, do you wish to join me? That's still the question. Certainly, we ought to know each other much better before making such a commitment. As you may have gathered, it's a huge matter for me too. I've had this appalling personal life, which has put my life on its head for the last 30 years, essentially. I met my former wife 30 years ago in this town, Newport Pagnell, in Buckinghamshire, north of London, north of here, about 50 miles north of London. And my life has never been the same, especially because of the child, Robert Francis, my son, Robert Francis. I think you must know by now, both my hair and my beard, I will not cut till I die, because I'm living for my son. It is hugely important to me in life in general. Children, people love their children, or should do. So I wake up like this. I tend to listen to my beautiful music. I keep a journal. I'm just sort of potter, really. There's not much to be done at this time of day. I quite often make a film, in fact, which goes up on my public channel, is called Christian Broadcasting Place. And that's where I speak to the world, if you like. And I have hopes of that developing one day. Potentially, a film is available to the whole world, more or less immediately. I make my film, upload it, and there it is. I don't get many views. I haven't been sort of discovered as yet. But I believe I will be, and I think this coronavirus, in fact, is part of that development in God's plan for his world. We are living in troubled times, and they're going to become more troubled. And our duty as human beings, first and foremost, is to love God. Through Christ. And then to love our neighbour as ourselves. Those are the two commandments. I don't want to go on too long. It would be wonderful to have a beautiful person in my life to share my life. Someone whom I could love, clearly. I mean, there clearly is a great longing in me to love and likewise to be loved. Life is for living. I live for my son too. Yeah. So there should be joy and happiness and sweetness and light and laughter and fun. It shouldn't be all suffering. I find it in music, as you know, Beethoven. But singing like this is beautiful too. So that's it. I'm going to find a picture of a full moon and send it to you. Until the next time. There's light in my house. To me, that is the light of Christ shining in this dark world and a cross. Amen.